Hi, along with PBN Bharat, this is Ryan Vaz, welcoming you to this program called Start Young, Dream Big. This is a program where we encourage youngsters to come on this podcast and talk about their business journey, which they are doing while they are studying. And we are doing this to encourage youngsters to look at entrepreneurship as a career option. How is it that these young boys and girls can manage business as well as their studies at the same time? How is it that they are wearing multiple hats? Business itself is a full-time effort, and yet these young guys are doing multiple things. So today we have with us two interesting young men, Anish Naik and Sohan Takkekar, and both of them are studying at Padre Kosam College of Engineering, and I've come here for this evening with us. So welcome, Anish.
Thank you.
Before we start off talking about your business and about your company, I'd like to understand a little bit about who you are and what you do. So could you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Anish Naik, and I was into the business thing since I was in 10th standard. So I wanted to start my own business, and I started reading books about it. I started learning from YouTube, and at first my goal was to join a business college so that I can learn more about business, network with the right people. But then I understood that you don't need a business college specific to learn about business or to have that sort of environment. You can do it from any college possible if you want to, if you are really into it. So that's why I started my own business. I have run multiple agencies before, but none of those were a success. Those were just for experience and just for experimenting. I've watched podcasts and tried to make notes. I've tried to get into the business environment and try to learn more about it to get more knowledge as much as possible. And then I started Built-in, and since then it's going pretty good. And all the knowledge and all the lessons that I've learned, I am able to implement.
You've been collecting experiences. Yeah, very good. You said you read some books.
Yeah.
What kind of books? Can you name a couple of books that
sure.
really inspired you?
Yeah, sure. So 2 books really inspired me a lot. First is The Millionaire Fast Lane,
Very
which
nice.
taught a lot about how direct you should be to business, and also a lot about what are the fundamentals of business and what all you need to keep in mind. Second really important book in my life that I've read is Atomic Habits.
Wow.
It taught me the value of small changes.
Yes.
And there was one quote that don't try to be 100% good or 100% perfect.
Yes.
Instead, try to be 1% perfect every day.
Yes.
By the end of the year, you're 365% perfect.
Absolutely. That 1% of change.
Is very important.
That's very important. You spoke about failures.
Yeah.
I would like you to talk a little bit more about those failures. Could you share some of your experiences?
Yeah, definitely. Failures is something that I truly encourage. At first, I used to get very sad when I used to fail. May it be books, subjects, or may it be in business. I used to think failure means that you're not good at that, but that's not the case. There was this quote that I read the other day, which said, "The road to success is full of failures."
Yes.
So, and another thing, a mentor of mine told me that if you keep failing, but if you're learning from those failures, if you keep learning, you can never really fail.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I always treat all the failures as a lesson, and I try to improve it the next time.
Very good. Because I also 100% believe with what you're saying, that failures are a way of life teaching us the direction that we're supposed to go or the things that we're supposed to pick. And you beautifully said that you took those lessons, and when you started Built-in, it all came into use and it all fell into place.
Yeah.
So they're not really failures, they are
Lessons.
learning lessons.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Building blocks.
Building blocks, yes. Tell me a little bit about built-in marketing. What is this all about, and when did you start it? How did it come around?
Okay, so built-in marketing started 6 months earlier, and me and Sohan, we were discussing about what agency to start, where to begin with. So we started with marketing because we knew a lot about social media, right? About making videos and how to get videos viral, advertisements, campaigns, and all that, designing. So that's why we started with marketing, because that was one of the easiest genre that we could get into to get experience, and we did, talking to clients, getting rejected, cold calls, everything. We experienced everything, and we got successful clients, and then we start now. As I said, it was getting too saturated. That's why we needed to shift to that. So that's why we changed to built-in technologies, focusing to get into a tech company and focusing to actually make everyday life easier. So that's why we started business. And business for me is like freedom. So I'd rather work for me 16 hours a day than working for someone else 9 to 5.
Yeah, so this is something that most of the people coming here say the same thing, that
Yeah.
business is freedom.
Yeah.
But is it really? Because I think you have to work longer hours, put in a lot more effort.
Yeah.
So where's the freedom?
But in the end, you're working for yourself.
The satisfaction.
The satisfaction.
The
of you.
satisfaction that you're working for yourself. That every
Because-
effort that you put in is for yourself.
Yeah, because when you see your own creation, your own company grow because of the efforts you're putting, those
Yes.
extra hours are worth it every single minute.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you started. You said that you all were very good at marketing. How did you come to believe that?
So I've been creating content since 2016. So almost 10 years. Next year
Wow.
I will complete 10 years. So I
Wow.
started with YouTube. I used to create very bad videos at first. Everyone does, right? And I learned from those. And then whenever I watch a video, for example, let's say Mr. Beast, he's a very famous content creator.
Yes.
Whenever I watch his videos, I try to analyze why people are watching his videos. What special is he doing? Of course, his content is next level, but he has multiple hooks in a video. Most people believe that the first 3 seconds of your video is a hook, but that's not the case with long form content. You need to have multiple hooks to have attention, to retain the audience. And that's when I noticed the importance of hook. Then also retention, audience satisfaction, the curiosity, different types of hooks like curiosity hook, information hook, and all those things. Apart from that, I personally also used to freelance first of social media for different brands. So I have helped them get around 5 to 6 million views
Wow.
on Instagram. And
Wow.
I had my own page wherein a video of mine had gotten around 14 million views.
Wow.
So that made me believe that, okay, I know a bit about marketing and I can help other people and other brands specifically with that.
And what kind of content do you create that that you think can go viral? That you think can get so many views?
Right now, it's information. If you provide people with information, they're going to watch your videos. So I create business and self-help videos, how to become a better person, how to manage everything together as a student, and life lessons and all those sort of things. So that is one kind of content which will never get dead. Every other content is a trend. It is
Right.
there tomorrow. It won't be there tomorrow, right? But if you're providing value to people soon realize that entertainment won't help me as much as value will. So people
Right.
will then shift to value, and that is something that will never die.
But do you think that really happens? Because I see people drawn more towards entertainment and the dopamine high, rather than learning something new.
Yeah.
What do the numbers tell?
Um, I'll just give a basic statistic, like a basic narrative. So let's say while having lunch, people often will watch entertainment videos
Yes.
because they want the dopamine hit, they want to laugh. But sooner or later, they'll realize that just consuming entertainment content won't do any good for me. Yeah, it will make me laugh, it will give me the dopamine hit. But at the end of the day, I'm the same person. I haven't learned anything good. But the thing with content that focuses on information providing and self help and providing knowledge, content like those, people soon realize that, okay, this is something that I need to watch. Even though it doesn't give them the dopamine hit, even though they won't watch it while having lunch, but they know that this is something important and I need this in my life. That's
Right.
why, wantingly, like willingly or unwillingly, they want to watch those videos.
You are, you sound so mature. You've come through, a lot of experiences and reached to a point today that you have two businesses
Yeah.
and you're building on them while you're studying. What is the role of your parents in all of this journey?
Well, my parents have been very supportive.
What do
Um,
they do? I mean, just for me to understand.
okay, my dad has a business, and
Okay.
my mom works a service job, and yeah, so they have been very supportive. They always wanted me to be an engineer. That's one of the reason why I'm doing engineering. But when I told them about my business, about my passion, when I sat with them, when I talked to them, and properly explained them what I want to do and what's up with content creation, the value of content creation at this time, they understood that, and since then they've supported me. And people often say that my parents don't support me in my journey and all that. Maybe you just need to sit and talk to them maturely once, because they don't know if you're a kid or grown up, because in their eyes you're always a kid.
Correct, absolutely. It's not because they want to discourage you. It's
Yeah,
basically that they
they're
don't
worried
want
about you.
to, what do you call that? See you hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think another important aspect in your business is your partner.
Yeah.
How did you meet Sohan?
I met Sohan in my college, and the first time I saw him, we didn't talk, we didn't interact much. But as I started participating in events, as I started putting up my ideas in front, he realized that, okay, this is someone with whom I can start my business with. And when I came to college, my first day, I was looking for people with whom I can, share my journey with. And after waiting for a year, finally the time came. Sohan was like, I want to talk to you about something, some business related stuff. I was like, okay, where do I come? And then we sat in Starbucks. Then we decided about our business. We came to a conclusion. And right that day, we decided a name and we started. Because starting is very important. You can talk about ideas for hours,
Very
but
nice.
starting it is where the real game begins.
Absolutely, that's absolutely. There's no two ways about it because people talk, people ideate, people think and think and think,
Yeah,
and then nothing happens.
nothing
So,
happens.
so delighted to have you over here, and
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
the maturity that comes out, that confidence that exudes, it only comes with experience because you've been doing this. Thank you for coming on the show. So, Sohan, Anisha and I were talking about how both of you all came together.
Yes.
How important is a partner, like you found Anish, how important is a partner for a business to grow?
For any business to grow, not just tech side or marketing, having a partner is really important because it helps you shoulder the load. Also, and is in life sometimes you don't have a certain expertise in a certain field, but a partner might have that expertise in that field. Like me myself, I work backend, so behind the scenes I do mostly the work, and the sales side, talking to people. That's what Anish does. So I knew that I lack this skill, and for me to gain that skill, it would take a certain amount of time,
Time.
and I didn't want to lose that amount of time. So I decided, why not bring in a partner who can do those things, in fact, better than me.
Right.
So that's the reason why you should actually go for partners.
So tell me about yourself then. What is it that makes Sohan Sohan?
That's quite a big question actually. What makes me me? But I guess ever since a young age, I have actually gone to Sharda Mandir, and from that at a young age, I've been surrounded by various events, etc., meeting of very different kinds of people, different ideologies, and the one ideology that hit me was starting a business. And since I come from, actually my dad is also a civil contractor, so he runs his own business. So he always encouraged me. He always gave me the freedom to think in my own way. Of course, I had to do engineering, of course, but he never said that you just have to do engineering. You can do anything else. You can go into media or anything. So that way, I think what makes me me is all the people who have supported me up till now, and all the experiences that I've gained through them is the total summation that has made me.
So, we find engineers in a variety
Yeah.
of spaces. You'll find them in banks, you'll find them owning ice cream shops,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
find them in even in pharmaceutical companies, you'll find them at different places. Do you think your parents would be disappointed that you're not into engineering but you have gone into marketing?
I wouldn't say they would be disappointed. Actually, they were very proud of me that I always want that from a young age. I always wanted to start a business, and apart from the marketing fact, like you said, I'm actually also starting a tech company pretty soon. So
Very
that
good.
also comes under the engineering, and since mostly that is back end that I'll be handling, so they'll be pretty much proud, I guess.
So tell us more about that tech company that you're starting.
Okay, so normally in Goa, at least, there are like facilities. A lot of facilities are they're like corporate buildings, even near corporate society, means your housing societies, etc. And there's no system in place to manage them. Right now, most of the thing happens through WhatsApp, etc. And there causes a lot of clutter. So basically, built-in technologies is basically a facilities management service provider. So our idea is basically to just provide a platform in which you can manage all your facilities properly in an orderly fashion, fully digital.
Nice. There are platforms
Yes.
like this, and I think you'll will be doing a lot of study on that as you'll go into the market. But what I'm very keen to ask you is what's behind the name, Built-in Marketing, Built-in Technologies. What's behind the name Built-in?
Honestly, it was just something that we thought of in that cafe when we met. Built-in, it sounds nice, and the colors also we chose in the color blue, which symbolizes trust among our clients. So even the colors we have chosen after a lot of thinking, what represents. Like even Coca-Cola is red, McDonald's is yellow. So those colors are also based that that will attract customers. So the emotion we have gone with is trust.
Is trust. So this is something that we were talking off the camera to other participants some time back, and about how colors and design affect emotions and affect sentiments. And I think by the fact that you have chosen colors so properly, scientifically, to represent your brand, shows that you have put in a lot of thought behind it, and I'm very encouraged, or rather impressed by that. So good for you guys. If your parents were here now, what would be the advice they would be giving you as a parent, a business background parent, to a child who is into business?
They would say, don't give up.
Very good.
Life gets hard. Life will keep beating you down, but you must keep standing on top because there's no plan B. You must always stand up to your fears. Always, any challenges or any walls you face, you must always, climb them and go forward.
So you say don't give up. That there should be no plan B. That's pretty strong. But what if what if a company comes and says that we want to take over your company? Would you be open to buyout? Or if a company offers you a nice big job, what then?
Oh, that's a pretty hard question, but I will give you the answer straight away that I would not sell. At least until I have not reached a point in my life where Built-in, as of such, is a huge company with a vast empire, and I also don't feel the need or the emotions to make it more greater. I think that would come when I'm actually pretty old. Right now I'm young, and I would want to expand more, etc.
So you want to turn Built-in into a legacy business?
Yes.
Both of you. Where do you see Built-in Marketing or Built-in Technologies, or both the companies together, in the near future?
Honestly, we want to stick with the name Built-in, and under Built-in we want to launch group of companies.
Very nice.
So Built-in Marketing is how we started, and then Built-in Technologies is another part under Built-in. So once now we are fully into Built-in Technologies. After once it is already self-sufficient and it's already working on its own, we can maybe focus on another field.
So in Built-in Marketing, pretty clear that the technologies is still under development, and
Yeah.
it will take time to do. But under Built-in Marketing, what's your revenue model?
The revenue model is basically like freelance.
Okay.
So we approach clients first. Our sales representative Anish will obviously he'll get the clients, and then once we get on a one-to-one call with them with meets etc. We give them we give them a monthly calendar which we follow to this like what day post should come, and
Okay.
according to that monthly they pay us that much amount. If it's also like single, like for a special photo shoot or just a reel for a certain offer or something, if they want to publicize, then we have charges for that also.
So who's your target market? Is it other marketing companies, or directly do you look to clients? And if it is to clients, then what kind of clients are you looking for?
Yeah, so that was one of the dilemmas we actually faced, because once we started getting into more and more trying to find clients, the problem was that either they were already up, partnered up with already existing marketing agencies, or they already had an in-house marketing team. And the problem with that was that they would not trust us that much, because they already have someone hired and they would not want to breach that contract, of course. So what we planned is that we will approach upcoming startups, so we can help them also grow along with we also growing, because they won't have that much this reach to huge marketing companies, etc. So we thought that we could use this opportunity for us as well as them, so both of us could grow together.
So while in my experience, while that is a very nice and noble cause, from the business perspective, don't you think that would hamper your growth, because startups usually have a
Yeah.
challenge with paying, and
Finances,
especially
etc.
for marketing?
Yes,
Unfortunately.
exactly. Yeah, that is the problem. But then once you start building trust with the startups, and once they eventually grow, that time you have already established a loyal customer already. So
That's
once
also
they
true.
grow, they will be always ready and open to pay you. And of course, new projects, they would of course approach you first.
So you're following the formula of catch them young and watch them grow.
Yes.
So brilliant, Sohan and Anish. It was really nice to have both of you over here, and the kind of insights that you have provided, right from starting early to diving deep into your fields, to exploring other alternatives as well as other target markets. It shows a lot of maturity in both of you all, and I'm so impressed impressed and happy that youngsters in Goa are doing something like this. I wish both of you, all the best. If there's any
Thank
way
you.
that we can be of help, please do not hesitate to tell us, and we'll try to be useful to you. In the meanwhile, we wish you all the very best, and I hope really that built-in group of companies becomes a big name
Thank
in
you.
not in Goa but in India.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.